All right, it's 5:11 a.m. and we are heading out to do the big F road trip, going through Highway 1 to 210, which is on the west side of the Highlands, just around Hlíðarvegur, and then taking that across. It goes through Maelifell and then to F210 back down the Highway 1 to an Airbnb that's by Vic. So this is going to be the big day. It says it takes about 2 hours, and it's going to be some bigger crossings of some rivers. So it's going to be a incredible adventure. It looks like today is one of the best days from a cloud perspective. It's been hazy the whole entire time, and we got a break. So this is the most important day to have the break. So hopefully it's gonna work out for us there in the Highlands.
Sun is right in our eyes, so we should probably round the corner. We've been staying on a horse farm. We stayed here a couple of nights before going to the volcano huts and then came back here, so we'll capture some of the horses for you on the way out because there's lots of little babies now, and it's pretty sweet. Yep.
All right, let's do it. How you doing? Not too sure. Some new people. The El Disto Art Cafe restaurant has the best fish and chips in town.
And lots of homemade baked goods and good coffee. I had a lamb stew and a salad. Highly recommend.
And they are just right here by the ice cream. Valdez ice cream. Great little town. So it's 5:42 and we are right now accessing road 210 for the, it says S.Fjallback area. So this is going to Maelifell, and we went N1 Highway 1 to 264. Now we're going on 210. That's going to take us all through the Southern Highlands. And so we're looking forward to it. Pretty cool, huh? So we're just off of road F210, and it is 7:21 a.m., 43 miles, total time 2 hours 12 minutes. Actually, elevation is 2,138 feet. So there's this beautiful little artifact. I don't know if you can see this here. I'm going to show you on the GPS that I noticed by looking at Google Maps. That's a really cool like lake with all this lava flow debris. So we're just gonna go off on the road, basically from here over to here, drive there and see what it looks like. so far. It's 44 miles. It's 7:40, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Our first real stream crossing here. Here's the road that I've read about that is actually on the river. So the road is the river. So we're going to be checking out this road.
Nervous.
Let's check it out.
Okay. Let's see.
So we've been out about 3 hours and 3.5 hours. It's 8:35, and I was looking for where one of these photos was taken from a photographer of Hlíðarvegur Lake, and then just beautiful mountain peaks behind it. And unfortunately, you can't really see more than 3 miles, and the clouds are about 500 feet up from where we're at right now. But I thought this was a road to drive in, and I'll show you the picture. This is what the picture looks like if you hike about 2 miles straight ahead and go to a little saddle. You guys are very brave. You guys. The photo was looking out there in that stunning view. Where are you guys driving to?
Some kind of civilization.
Yes, getting back to civilization, huh?
We don't wanna be here.
You guys got a long way. You're going back to the highway N1, huh?
Yes, be careful in the end. We have flight back to Poland on Sunday.
Oh, wow. Good luck, travel safe.
Thank you very much.
Those guys, huh? Driving those bikes. I admire those guys.
That's crazy.
I mean, my gosh. I mean, winds could be like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour if you get a bad day and it's raining and cold, and
They must love it, though.
they don't have a lot of gear. I think I got more gear in my camera bag, and I mean, from the main highway, they're 53 miles. It took us 3 hours, just us 3 hours, with a few stops and some pictures. But those guys, let's see if we can capture this again. Those guys, totally amazing. 53.6 miles, 8:41, 3 hours 32 minutes. So we are going to go to the Hlíðarvegur Lake huts and have a hot chocolate that we brought, and I think I'm going to have a jelly sandwich. What are you going to have?
Well, I just had some oatmeal, so I may not need to eat. We will see.
You can barely see the faint outline of this little peak straight ahead. I mean, this is the most incredible view, one of the most incredible views, I think, of the whole area. But you can't see it because it's obscured by clouds. Pretty cool. Oh, a bunch of campsites are down there. Hey, if that camper can make it, we should be able to make it. This is the Scully hut here. We're gonna go in, just check it out. Take the shoes off. Let's see. We just want to see it. Oh, that's very cool. Very nice. Let's bring our bag in. I might get the bag.
Okay, you get the bag. I'm gonna use
I'll get the bag.
WC.
What?
I'm gonna use the WC.
Okay.
It's on my side.
Trying to go out and get the food here. See all the tents out there. A lot of people backpacking. They're getting the weather though, that's for sure. Okay, getting the goodie bag. These people going on a hike, you see all the tents out there. Hello.
Hello.
Amazing location, huh?
Sorry,
It's
the location.
an amazing location, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, they got, I think, everything you need here. It's great. Boiling up some water here.
I don't know where that one must be in a
Gonna check out the upstairs bunk area here. It's a very well kept place, you know. Let's see the dorms. Very nice beds though. It's very, very nice. Very comfy. Those are all the tents over there. It's the restrooms. So we're here at Hlíðarvegur. This is another hut just past the last hut we were at in Afaflaten Lake hut, something like that. So we've been on the road 57 miles. It's 9:52 a.m. and 4 hours and 43 minutes, and we're gonna go check out this hut because we might want to stay here next time, huh?
Yeah, one hut or another.
Yep, it's pretty cool.
And maybe for a few days for the weather to change.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay.
So there's another hut over there. Let's look at some bathrooms to the left. Yep, I think so. Very nice. Nice bunk area. Well, it's at 58 miles, 10:09. Total time 5 hours. We're crossing the river here. So we just passed the Hlíðarvegur hut, and we went through a big ford of a river that was probably 2.5 feet deep or so, I would say. And it's 58.8 miles. It's 10:18, and it's 5 hours and 9 minutes. So we're riding over. Looks like this is just some kind of a lava flow here that we're riding over these big, huge. I'm not sure if we got off road or not. Where's the white towel here? I'm not sure if we're off road at this point. It doesn't seems like we're on road, but I'm gonna go check off and just go look to see what the road looks like. It's in park. Let me go off and look here. You stay in. Oh yeah. Yeah, the road goes off this way. Apparently we missed the turnoff. Beautiful, beautiful white flower there. Yeah, that's where the road goes. We went on the wrong thing here. This is a little bit concerning, having some fog that's just, you can't see more than like 100, 200 feet in front of you. But we know we're on the right track. We have the GPS still going. So we're just following the tracks and the yellow posts. We're at just above a quarter tank used. Actually, just below a quarter tank, so we haven't used a quarter tank of gas yet so far. And on the big, huge pumice plains. Well, we arrived at Maelifell, which is one of the most incredibly iconic pictures in Iceland. 67.4 miles, it's 10:47, 5 hours and 38 minutes. And let me just show you what my amazing photo of Maelifell looks like. We're still in whiteout conditions and probably 20 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour winds. This is looking up at Maelifell. And these are the conditions of the roads. Just recently we couldn't see more than like 100 feet. So this is where Maelifell goes. This is beautiful Maelifell. What do you say?
It's an adventure.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah,
Can't even see the road.
Cannot see the road.
And I think the worst of the crossings are yet to come. So and we can't see more than 200 feet. So usually you want to see where the road gets out of the river, and so this is going to be an interesting time. So we got past the high plains of where Maelifell is, and the plains, the black pumice plains, basically. Before we got there, there was some drizzle, there was a little bit of wind, some high clouds, probably about 500 feet. But once we got to the pumice plains of where Maelifell is at, it was unbelievable. It was like 100-foot visibility, low-lying fog, about a 30-mile-an-hour wind ripping up the plains, and luckily, and it was very hard to see the road through the low-lying fog, and luckily they do have some markers, some yellow markers, which really helped us a lot.
That was helpful.
Right now we've been going 80, it's 80 3 miles. It's 11:56, and it's total time is 6 hours 47 minutes. I can't believe it's been that long, actually.
I know. Well, we've been through some pretty treacherous territory, and unfortunately, everything that you had wanted to photograph, we couldn't see it all. But the interesting thing was we just saw a couple heading down, and we stopped to tell them, you probably don't want to go, you're not going to be able to see anything. But you could never tell from where we are right now. It just looks like an overcast day with regular visibility.
So let's just show that. Let's just show what this looks like here. This is basically what it looks like. Just a overcast day, no problem at all. But when you get on those plains, literally, those plains where the black scree is, where Maelifell is, it's just a whole different world. Definitely concerning because you can't really, you're hoping that you're on the right road. It seems like it. We did have GPS that we downloaded to the cell phones, but there's no cell phone coverage there. And one of the river crossings, the last big river crossing, we couldn't even see enough detail on the other side because the fog was so thick to see where it actually comes out, because there was 2 paths going into that river. We weren't sure if we were supposed to do an arch driving or going straight across. So we do have a Land Rover 2020 all automatic. We put it in the highest position, and then we put it in low gear, which you have to be in neutral to put it in low gear. And one of the things that I learned when we went to Thorsmark is one of the bus drivers said he sunk a bus in the river. And one of the things that he said is the problem that people do is they start to floor it. And actually, if you're going faster, trying to go faster through it, if your tires dig in, you're going to get stuck more. So low gear is nice because it prevents you from having that happen. But yeah, so now we're no fog, and miles is probably like 10-mile view and 500-foot clouds. And we definitely learned a lot on this trip.
Yes.
A lot of those famous popular pictures we couldn't even take a picture of for video.
Yeah.
Because it was all obscured by clouds.
And I definitely feel for the people who are walking that trail. That was pretty miserable. But I bet they feel triumphant on the other side.
That's right. Well, we made it through the extravaganza of F-Road 210 from Road 1, Highway 1. I want to say Highway 1, but it was N1. And the total time, so the total trip was 124 miles. And it's 1 p.m. Took 7 hours, 51 minutes. And we only used just over a quarter tank of gas. We didn't even use a half tank of gas. And one of my biggest concerns was going through the highlands of that route, basically from N1 to 210 to 28 to N1 again by Vic, a big huge loop. Sorry about that. I thought we would run out of gas. We weren't even close to that. We were, just under using a quarter of a tank. So it was a great trip, great experience.
Yeah, it was an adventure.
Yeah. Now we're at the Airbnb. It's pretty cool. We're gonna go walk into our Airbnb.